What up? It's your boy Dino Red of the Red Rock Podcast Network. And you listen to my boy T. Wilson of the What Up Doe Show. You better tell somebody, baby.
Give me a sip of water. It's the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe Show. It's time to recognize if you don't know. It's the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe Show. It's time to recognize if you don't know.
The What Up Doe Show. Your commentary on sports, entertainment, and alternative news.
Hey, it's the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe Show. Yo, what up, Doe? It's your boy T. Wilson. I am live on a Thursday morning, and I just want to say big up to everybody out there. You see, I sound a whole lot better. I'm not 100%, but I still sound a whole lot better. I'm kind of like old boy when Samuel Jackson, that movie, what was the name of it? Something the Champ, Remembering the Champ or something like that. Oh, I'm about 30%. Oh, I'm about 60%. Oh, I'm about 40%. Y'all remember that, dude. Anyway, if you didn't see the movie, if you saw the movie, you get it, and you know that's funny. If you didn't see the movie, you don't get it, and I don't even like you no more. So anyway, let's get down to some birthdays. I got a good friend of mine I used to work with, Deborah Detroit D. Friedman. What's up, Deb? And the beautiful Toya Dejanette. My boy Tim Kason. What up, though, baby? Nicole Carter, and last but not least, the beautiful Cookie Little. Happy birthday to all of y'all. Mm-hmm. Yo, man, and that's all I got for the birthday, so let's go and get this party started.
What Up Doe Sports.
Yo, Snoop Deal Diggle, Snoop Deal Double G. He has a way with words that helped him to eternal rap stardom, but his son, Cordell Broadus, didn't need to say much to change the complexion of an NCAA football program's 2015 recruiting class. That's right. Cordell Broadus, the son of Snoop Doggy Dogg, was a coveted wide receiver prospect, and he has officially committed to play football for the UCLA Bruins. Big ups to that, man. Big ups to Snoop on that one, man. A good thing. That's good news, Snoop. I like that. And also, Snoop said he's throwing away all his USC gear. He got a whole lot of USC gear. He said he's burning all of it, tossing it all out. He's now a UCLA Bruin with his son. I don't blame you, dog. Big ups to that. That's a good deal. And move on for that. The Cleveland Cavaliers are riding an 11-game win streak, and the team is starting to come together. During practice, LeBron James talked about sacrifice and the importance of doing what's best for the team. LeBron even went as far as to say that he'd come off the bench if that's what it took for the Cavaliers to win. Big up to the Hoopla crew. Hippity Hoopla! They hate LeBron James, by the way. If you ever listen to the show Hoopla, you can check it out. You can catch it on Stitcher. It's called Hoopla. H-O-O-P, then a capital L-A, because they represent Los Angeles. That's why they hate LeBron, because LeBron is better than Kobe right now, and they are still Kobe lovers, and they hate LeBron on that show. It's the LeBron. They should call it Hippity Hoop LeBron Haters. That's what they should call it. Hippity Hoopla!
What Up Doe Entertainment.
Yo, and it is now time for an entertainment report with my boy, Bug Nutty. What's going on, Bug Nutty?
What up, though? This your boy Bug Nutty coming to you live with an entertainment report. Suge Knight had way more than a panic attack after court Tuesday. He was having an intense physical reaction to a potentially fatal blood clot. Suge began experiencing chest pains after he was taken from the holding area at the courthouse to the hospital. Doctors determined he's suffering from yet another blood clot. clots, like the one that almost killed him in a Vegas jail 3 months ago. The clots began forming after Suge was shot 6 times last summer at 10 AK during VMA weekend hanging out with Chris Brown. You know he ain't hard enough to be hanging out with Chris Brown. Suge has now been moved to Long Beach Memorial where doctors have put him on blood thinners, but it's clearly a serious situation. Suge won't be able to make a fast break. He's handcuffed to the bed and is under 24/7 watch, still being held for murder. A Ghostface Killer fan just got a painful lesson. If you mess with the man with the mic in his hand, or the people who paid to come see him, you might catch a good old-fashioned ass whooping. Ghostface got into it with a fan who was flipping him off and cussing him out at a gig at a tattoo convention in Amarillo, Texas. From the stage, Ghost threatened to pound the guy out, but the fans handled that for him. After a few exchanges, the crowd jumped the guy and started unloading on him until security dragged this little punk ass out the building. And Ghostface just got back to business, rocking the house. This your boy Buck Nutty coming to you live with your entertainment report for the What Up Doe Show.
Yo, thanks for that report, Buck Nutty. I really appreciate you, brother. Buck Nutty does a great job with that, man. But I want to do this story myself. I asked Buck Nutty to let me do this one because I think there's some seriousness to it. Bobby Brown is in emotional turmoil, and as he deals with the prospect of losing a daughter, he actually celebrates something that he's telling his grieving family. His wife is now pregnant. That's right. He was kind of forced to make this announcement at such a bad time. But Bobby's wife, Alicia Etheridge, is 4 months pregnant, something he hasn't shared with many of his relatives. The timing is awful, but it can't be hidden as they sit in the hospital waiting room. So he was forced to make the announcement at this time. Bobby and Alicia have shared the happy news as they sit vigil for Bobby Christina, whose brain function has perilously diminished. There's lots of stress, as there's a feud brewing between Bobby's family and Whitney's family. But so far, Alicia seems to be handling it well. My prayers go out for the families of Bobby and Whitney in this time of extreme turmoil. I mean, there's got to be a lot going on in their hearts and minds, and I wish the best for little Bobby Christina. She's not little anymore, but you know what I mean. Anyway, my prayers go up for their families, man, and congratulations to Bobby on that news.
What up, everybody? This is your girl Keish, host of the Relationship Handbook Live, and you're tuned into my boy T on the What Up Doe Show. What up, Doe? What up, Doe? It's the What Up Doe Show.
What Up Doe News.
In Bolivia, North Carolina, authorities have rearrested a prison inmate who escaped from the facility by putting on a coat and walking right out of the front door.
Break yourself, fool!
William Earl Hewitt was found hiding in a camper on his family's property 5 days after his escape from the Brunswick County Prison. Hewitt escaped from the prison by donning a coat and posing as his brother Curtis Hurt Hewitt, who was due to be released that same day.
Break yourself, fool!
Security camera footage from the incident shows Hewitt walk through a metal detector before being pursued by a jailer. Footage taken outside the facility shows Hewitt shed the coat and outrun the jail worker to make his escape.
Break yourself, fool!
Hewitt was charged with escaping from a county or municipal facility. He was also served outstanding warrants on charges of burning property and property damage. Hewitt was ordered held in lieu of $3 million bond. Kind of stumbled through that last part of that story, didn't I? Anyway, in Snellville, Georgia, a suburban Atlanta barber is offering parents of misbehaving kids a Benjamin Button special, a haircut designed to make kids look like old men. Russell Frederick, co-owner of the A1 Cuts barbershop in Snellville, said the first recipient of the Benjamin Button special has a shaved head with the sides and a back left in place in the style of a balding elderly man was his own 12-year-old son. Frederick told the What Up Doe Show his son's failing grades dramatically skyrocketed after receiving the haircut last fall, so he decided to start offering the haircut as a free-of-charge option for parents seeking unconventional disciplinary measures for unruly kids. The first customer to accept the offer, the mother of a 10-year-old who had been misbehaving in school, said the haircut succeeded in correcting his behavior, and the boy returned to the store 4 days later to fix the style.
We interrupt this podcast to tell you about Latone Heart and the 730 Show.
Pop culture from the dark side.
He's a jackass.
730. Resisting arrest, eating dry ramen noodles, stalking my ex on Facebook. Yeah, I may need medicine. Blacker than chewed up tobacco. The 730 Show. Available on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and Spreaker.
In New York, police said a suspicious package that led to an investigation by explosions export. Let's back that up. In New York, police said a suspicious package that led to an investigation by an explosives expert turned out to be a bag of more than 1,000 condoms.
Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw.
Port Authority Police spokesman Joseph Pentigello said officers patrolling the George Washington Bridge bus station on Friday discovered an unattended silver bag behind a barrier near the doors of the station's waiting room. A K-9 unit and explosives experts were called to the scene, and the preliminary investigation indicated no explosives were present. The bag was eventually opened, and officers discovered about 1,000 individually packaged condoms of various brands, styles, colors, and flavors.
Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw.
The bag and its contents were vouchered, Pentigello said. Thus far, no owner has come forward. I'll claim them. Give me all the rubbers. Police speculated the bag may have been accidentally left behind by someone passing through. You don't say.
I am delivered!
In Albuquerque, New Mexico, police arrested a woman who dialed the wrong number and offered to sell drugs to the wrong person. A police detective, Renee Lucero, apparently dialed the wrong number when she called a police detective and asked if he was interested in buying cocaine or heroin.
Yeah, 'cause I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high. La da 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 da.
The detective, who was familiar with Lucero from a previous case, arranged to meet Lucero at a location in the city to purchase drugs. The detective called for backup, and officers met with Lucero, who was observed removing heroin from her bra and handing it off to Luciano Navarro, her driver.
Yeah, 'cause I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high. La da 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 da.
Navarro sold the heroin to the undercover detective for $30. Lucero allegedly admitted to officers that she had accidentally called the detective, thinking it was the phone number of her boyfriend's friend. She said she was trying to raise gas money for a trip. Well, you have succeeded. You've now won a trip to Sing Sing. And it is now time for your Facebook question of the day. Facebook question of the day is pretty simple. What's the meanest thing you've ever said to someone? What's the meanest? Think about that. What's the meanest thing you've ever said to someone? I can think of a few, but the first one that comes to mind, I can really think of some really bad ones. But the first one that comes to mind, I think the meanest thing I've ever said to someone was,
lying piece of sack of ish, slut trash can, scummiest dirtbag.
and that is your Facebook question of the day. Yo, that's all I got, man. I want to thank you guys for joining me. I got to get up out of here. I know it's a short show today, but I do have to roll. So I want to thank you all for listening. And big up to my man, Latone Heart. He hosts a show called The 730 Show. You can catch it on Spreaker.com, Stitcher.com, as well as iTunes. Big up to my girl, Lavinia. She be showing up. She does a show called Straight No Chaser on Stitcher, and also a show with her cousin, Bajetto Rising, called Just Thinking Out Loud, also on Stitcher. Big up to my man, Dino Red. He does a show called The Shiznit Show. It can be heard on Stitcher.com as well as theshiznitshow.com. He's also part of the Hoopla crew. There's a show called Hoopla. They talk basketball. You can catch that on Stitcher.com as well. A big up to Enrique Black of the 5 Minutes Away podcast, Gil Laurie of the Onyx Truth, and my man Murray Riley Jr. of the Sky Shot Radio podcast. All can be heard on Stitcher.com. And also my girls Keish and Georgette of the Relationship Handbook Live. That's all I got, man. Oh, I got to give a big up to my man Thomas Anderson of the LMB Network, and big up to the LMB Network as a whole. And that's all I got. Peace out, pressure crease out, keep the police out while I bust his niece out, and I'm out of here like last year. Peace.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
What up, though?